I think cricket is as tough, as hard now as it has been always.
I think this era of batting, I don't think it's been any easier than any other era. I think there's some wonderful bowlers around.
Each and every time you walk out to bat, you are aware that someone is trying to get you out.
Yeah, true. The batting might actually have got a little easier in the last 20, 25 years. And this was Kevin Peterson, and he What happened? Do I continue or no?
No, you carry on. I mean, Kevin the Kev, yeah, bless him.
Yeah. he named a set of bowlers who played over the last 20, 25 overs, and he said, can you name me 10 bowlers of this era who are as good as those, and has batting actually got easier?
You still have to score runs. Irrespective of the bowling you're facing, you still have to go get the runs. So don't take anything away from the current players. And look at the way they've batted. They've batted with a lot more aggression than earlier times. Maybe not during Kevin Peterson's time, but I don't take anything away from the runs that have been scored in recent times. It's it's the old lament. Oh, our time in college was so good. Our time in school was so good. Our time in cricket was the best. No, it's nothing of that sort. I think cricket is as tough, as hard now as it has been always. You can name names, but it doesn't matter. These names who are probably not big names at the moment, when they finish their careers, could be big names as well.
I mean, in all fairness to KP, he was saying, what do you guys think? But I think in saying so, he might have cast his own point of view.
I think
where do you stand?
He's got to think first.
Yeah, I mean,
you're a bit younger than David.
He basically named all the bowlers that he'd faced.
Yes, yes.
I think he's talking nonsense. I've looked at the last 6 or 7 years closely. You look at the Indian seamers now; they're as good as they've ever had.
Well, I mean, Jasprit is,
in my opinion, is the best
isn't it?
I've seen. And you look at the Australian attack. That trio, that
Cummins, Hazelwood and
Stark, it's as good as they've had in terms of seam bowlers. You go to South Africa, Rabada, Jansen. You go to New Zealand, Bolt, Southey.
Ashwin, Lyon.
Well, you're just looking at it, and I've loved the last few years of Test match cricket because it's been competitive. It's I'm not just saying it because of obviously ex-England player, but the England side have driven this kind of modern way of playing, flamboyant, mad at times. They make a huge amount of mistakes, but they do a lot right as well. So in terms of a watchable team, this England side have been so watchable. And to think that, Kev's Kev just likes to stir up a conversation and a debate, but I think this era of batting, I don't think it's been any easier than any other era. I think there's some wonderful bowlers around.
It was here at the Oval that when Michael Vaughan was captain and Kevin Peterson played that innings to remember against Shane Warne. He's a little younger than you, so is your point of view any different?
No, I agree entirely. I think the simple thing is each and every era has its stars. Sonny's point is correct also. At the end of a career, you can judge someone. I mean, for instance, pick a name out of this tour. Akashdeep, who we hadn't seen before Edgbaston, out-bowled everyone at Edgbaston without being 95 miles an hour. Use skill and all the usual things that bowlers need to get people out on a flat pitch. So if he plays another 10 years, for the sake of argument, we'll see what he's like at the end of 10 years, see what his figures are. He might fade, who knows? We've had this for the Anderson Broad axis for a long, long time, which was outstanding in UK English cricket. And if you're a batsman nowadays, you would look at the pitches and say, yes, there's some good pitches in this series. You'd make runs, you'd think you can make runs on these. But at the same time, each and every time you walk out to bat, you are aware that someone is trying to get you out.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, I never got out to you, I don't think. But anyone can get you out.
Ricky Ponting got me out.
Yeah. Oh, that point proven,
Absolutely. I loved how David just gently let it slip. He wasn't 95 miles an hour. I remember talking to Andy Roberts, who doing an interview with him some years ago, and he said, just imagine someone's bowling at 160 and I said, how easily they just let 160 slip indeed.
Fifth Test, live now. Watch it on TV channels of Sony Sports.